this video, I'm hoping to show you that there is a massive difference in energy expenditure just in terms of how you ride and the style you ride. You put the power down through the pedals. And to do this, we've set up a test, a very simple test. Manon, take it away.
I've set out Connor a 6-kilometre route around our famous test area of Acton Turville. Now I'm going to get Connor to do 2 loops of this. The first one, Connor is going to ride as inefficiently as possible. So not in an aero position, he's going to be sprinting out the corners and really pushing it up the climbs. But the second run, I'm going to try and get Connor to ride as efficiently as possible. So in a nice aero position on the bike, taking those nice smooth lines around the corners and not wasting any energy. But the key part is that Connor is going to have to match the same average speed for both the runs. Then at the end, we're going to have a look at Connor's power and heart rate files to see how much energy and power he's expended in both the runs. Right, Connor, you're at the start line, ready to go. I'm super interested to see how you get on. But this first run, I want you to ride as inefficiently as possible, but no matter what, stick to 30 kilometres per hour.
I think I can do that, man. No, I've got it. I'm interested to see what the results will be as well, because I've never actually tried something like this before. I think we know what the difference is. There are going to be differences. Yeah. I'm just interested to see how much.
Well, one way to find out.
Let's give it a whirl. I'm ready. 3. You count me in. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Good luck. Sprint as hard as I can out the gates. Whoa. Oh, wow. Up to speed. But I am riding really inefficiently, so sprinting as hard as I can to get going. I'm going to go really slow into corners and sprint out of them. Basically spike my power as much as I can. I'm not going to ride aerodynamically. I'm also not going to ride steady. I'm also not going to hold a great line. Just bop around on the road. Another sprint. Essentially, I'm going to ride like Hank. So far, though, I'm making good use of riding on the tops, nice and comfy, but I am essentially a 6'8" power chute. It's getting hot. I'm going to undip the jersey, but just leave the little zip tied at the bottom. Ah, look at that. Nice wind catcher. Woohoo! Come here to me, wind. Let me catch you with my belly. The average speed has dropped. Time to get it up again. Whoa, 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 too high. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Whoa, 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 we need to speed it up again. Speed it up again. Oh, junction, junction, slow right down. Clip! Oh, traffic, traffic, slow down. Slow down. Oh, speed up! Changing gear. Speed up! Big effort now! Let those watts turn like a smoothie as you've just poured in some energy, some power. 5311, mix that thing up. Woo! On the top, why not? Woo! Right, final left-hander. Okay, let's do it. Let's go, everyone! Last bit of speed.
Right, Connor, first run done. How was it? What was your power? What was your time?
So I got the average speed right, bang on 30k an hour.
Nice one.
It was actually harder than I thought it would be.
30k an hour was fast.
Yeah, and my power was 231 watts average to make that work.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a struggle. I almost felt like I just became Hank. I just like embraced his persona in every single way.
Yeah.
I was shouting, I was getting animated. It was quite fun actually, but very inefficient. Like I was slowing myself down, sprinted as hard as I could out of bends, like not really thinking about any kind of junctions or corners, like slamming on, being really slow, then sprinting again, not making the most of my speed into climbs, and then like putting a huge effort down on a climb. Hank does that all the time.
He does.
He does, doesn't he? We do love him though. But yeah, it was harder than I thought. I'm actually like really tired after
But you have got another run to do, but hopefully it's going to be easier. So the aim is to try and be as efficient as possible, try and get that watts down, but still try and aim for that 30 kilometers per hour average.
I'm really intrigued actually to see what I can manage. It's still going to be the same speed at the end of it all.
Yeah.
At the exact same time.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's give it a go and see what I can do.
Yeah. Let's do
on.
it. Connor, run 2 as efficient as possible, please. Are you ready?
I'm ready, let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Right, let's go. I'm off. Okay. Not panicking about getting up to speed. Nice and gradual. Really gentle. Just gradually ramp things up. I've got plenty of time to make sure that I hit the 30k an hour mark. So now, I'm on quite a long flat stretch with a tailwind. What my plan is here, stay as aerodynamic as possible and essentially just gradually get my speed up pretty high, higher than it needs to be, because then I can afford to kind of sit back a bit on the climbs. I don't need to work as hard on the climbs, I can take it easier, spend less energy. I'm not chasing my tail as much. So it's this kind of tailwind, fast section that I'm really trying to make the most of. Also, anytime I'm looking to kind of increase my speed, I'm doing it on a gradual downhill or downhill section. Very gently rolly road this. I'm really trying to avoid accelerating on any sort of drag or climb. Okay, coming up to that section with the corners. I'm going to ride safely, of course, not take any risks. I'm still going to try and carry as much speed as I can through this section. Not sprint or spike my power till I'm out of it and I've got a nice clear run afterwards. All right, get myself back up to speed. Now we're approaching the climb section of this lap. Just going to try and inch my speed up now. Make sure that I enter the climb as quickly as possible. And I'm not going to accelerate, just gradually decelerate. Get up the climb as easy as I can without losing too much speed. And then, of course, make the most of the downhill afterwards. Okay, I've made it onto the climb. I tried to hit it with as much speed as I could, and then just maintain that, gradually decelerate, taking it as easily as possible. I'm not going to worry, because the average speed's dropped to this point, 29k an hour average, but I know that I've got the descent afterwards, which I can recover on and up my speed once more. So for me, this isn't the point where I can make the difference. Good, solid downhill now. You can make the most of it, not just on the descent, also afterwards. Try and keep this speed going, not slow down instantly. Need as much bang from my butt from this descent as possible. Right then, last bar section. Again, need to make the most of it. There's a quite sharp corner after. Need to carry as much speed through it as possible. Really set myself up. Try not to use the brakes too much, get my line right. Nice and wide, keep my line. There we go, no sprinting now. And we're going to the line. Try and hit it on the 30k an hour mark. Woo. Oh, man on the back.
Well done, Connor, good effort.
Oh, bang on the money again, 30k an hour.
Was it?
Yep.
Pretty good, that. What
pacing.
about power?
So power, really interesting. So it was 231 watts on the first run when I was inefficient. Second run, 183 watts.
Really? That's a big jump. So that's around 25% difference.
25% saving just from changing kind of like my technique, how I was like, positioning myself on the bike. Yeah. And also my pacing, thinking about the road and how I was going to ride in terms of corners and hills, what was coming up.
I'm actually mind blown. I didn't think it'd be that big a difference. Maybe, you know, like 5-10 watts, but that is a big old saving. But what do you think made the biggest difference to you saving 25%?
Okay, so I think the two biggest savings you can make to save energy on the bike, the first one is mainly just thinking about where you're going to ride, like what is coming up, what is the terrain.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, looking ahead, thinking about climbs, thinking about corners, and kind of planning ahead too. So you can like adjust your pace, try and pick the best line through these things, adjust your speed, like so try and make the most of your speed all the time. So if you've got a climb coming up, make the most of your speed into it, try and maintain it as much as possible, and then avoiding accelerating on those climbs because you're having to put down a whole load of work to accelerate and fight against gravity. So really, by maintaining and actually just backing off a bit and making the most of the descents on all parts of the course. And then your ride position.
Yeah.
I think if you can kind of reduce your profile on the bike, get low, get aerodynamic, it saves a whole host of watts, and also just trying to be as steady and as smooth as you can in that position, avoiding those real spikes, those real sprints, which really put your power super high. It's so unnecessary. So I think that's for me the best takeaway for anyone, that anyone can take really, and hopefully improve their riding and be a bit more efficient out on the bike for free. You're not paying for any of that.
Didn't add anything to your bike.
It's just free.
Cost nothing. So there you have it. 25% saving from just riding more efficient on your bike.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've learned something from this video. Take these tips away and apply them to your next ride to hopefully save some energy. And if you did enjoy, give this video a big thumbs up.
Yep, and let us know in the comments if you thought I missed anything maybe that I could have done differently.
You could have had an aero helmet on, but then you're changing things.
You are starting to change things. You are starting to change things. But let us know what you think in the comment section down below. We always love to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.